Oh my! And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner. What an absolute blessing, honor, and privilege it is to be here with you today. We have got a fantastic high school battle about ready to take place here, a CIAC Division III battle between two really excellent hockey teams. A postseason battle about ready to get underway, the conference quarterfinals or conference first round, if you will, between the Newington Nor'easters, the host Newington Nor'easters, playing host to the Hall Titans. The Hall Titans come in to the affair with a record of 11-9, only their second season apart as from their co-op from last year. So a very good campaign for the boys at Hall. The Hall Titans did a real nice job, and Newington, the defending champs, ladies and gentlemen, come into the affair with an impressive, and I mean impressive, 18-2 record. But the last time that these two organizations got together, it went to sudden death overtime, and it took Josh Grimm to bury the biscuit for Newington to dispose of Hall. So I am looking forward to a very good contest here today. As you see, the Zambonis are doing what Zambonis do, or I guess they say Olympia's on there, but there's, Mama call him Clay, I'm going to call him Clay. That's a Zamboni to me. You could dress it up however you want, put whatever logo you want on it. To me, it's a Zamboni. I guess it says Olympia, though, but like I said anyway, I don't want to upset anybody from the Olympia Corporation. Should they want to become a sponsor one day, we love Olympia's best machines in the world. Anyway, I digress. Newington and Hall about ready to come out on the ice here. This is a high school CIAC battle. This is the conference tournament, ladies and gentlemen, for the state tournament. So kind of like conference tournaments in basketball, like the Big East tournament or the Big Ten tournament before the big dance. So it's a good warm-up, but it is the postseason. So if Hall loses, they will be knocked out of the conference tournament and will be not eligible for the finals. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be able to be here with you today. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. The boys will be coming out on the ice any moment now for a warm-up. And today's keys to the game, ladies and gentlemen, the keys to the affair, ladies and gentlemen, for Newington is, in my opinion, you want to get off to a real quick start. Hall's going to be thinking, look, we took these guys to overtime. We had them last time. We can beat them here today. We could do it. We proved last time we could do it. Newington, you got to come out. You're the big dogs. You're the champ. You're 18-2. You got to come out and say, all right, now this is our time of year. Last game, you guys played a good game. No disrespect to Hall in any way, shape, or form, but this is our time of year. This is what we've been preparing for, and Newington's got to come out a fast start and jump all over Hall early. The second key to the game, key to the affair, ladies and gentlemen, if you will, is the power play. Newington's vaunted power play is very, very dangerous. Hall has got to stay out of the box. They've got to be disciplined. They got to play physical. They got to slow Newington down. Newington, a very fast, very big team, and backstopped by the netminder, of course, Mr. Jeremy Wagner. But Hall has got to stay out of the box. The officials are going to be a big factor here today. If they let the boys play, I think that's the Hall's advantage. If they call everything, little ticky-tack, this, that, and the other thing getting called by the officials, and Newington ends up on a couple of power plays, that could be a detriment to Hall's success. And the third and final key to the affair here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Newington Nor'easters is the goaltender, Jeremy Wagner. He is going to have to be on his game here, as he has been the last two seasons. I'm expecting an outstanding performance from him. The bigger the game, the bigger the young lad plays in between the pipes. So Hall's got their work cut out for him here today. As you see, the officials are out on the ice, putting the nets in place. The boys about ready to take to the ice for warm-ups. You're about ready to finish making up that sandwich, getting that bag of Funyuns ready to go, although the Funyuns are not for still the second period, ladies and gentlemen, as you well know. As you can see, the arena, the ice is looking absolutely beautiful. We are about ready to welcome the boys out on the ice for their warm-ups. And we're probably about 10-15 minutes from the start of the affair. They'll go through 8 minutes of warm-ups, and then the national anthems, the starting lineups, and then off we go here from the Newington Arena. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I want to remind everybody, please, share the link at the World Sports Broadcasting Network, the CT Channel 12. And I also want to remind everybody about the Connecticut Sports Show. This week's episode number 4, coming out. We got Coach Cunningham of the Norwich Sea Captains. The Sea Captains, of course, clinched their first playoff berth just a week ago in the NA3HL, the junior team up in Norwich. So I have the privilege of being their broadcaster. Look at that sweater right there. That's a gorgeous sweater. Look at that. That's an oldie but goodie right there. Like that young lad. That's beautiful. So you want to catch the Connecticut Sports Show. It'll be Friday at 4 p.m. on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, who we are very excited to have partnered with. And the fans are filing their way in now. The boys about ready to take to the ice for warm-ups. Hopefully you've got everything done at home that you needed to get done, because it's hockey time. And then tonight at 7 o'clock on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, we got the Fairfield Mustangs playing host to the New Canaan Rams. That'll be at 7 o'clock down in Bridgeport. So looking forward to that one. That's the first round of the FCIAC tournament down in Bridgeport, Connecticut. As it looks like I see the Newington boys making their way out of the locker room. I see the Hull boys making their way out of their locker room. We're about ready to get underway here with warm-ups anyway, as Wagner leads Newington out of the locker room. The music is queued up. And it's time to get our game on, ladies and gentlemen. The best time of year, postseason hockey here in Connecticut, as Jeremy Wagner leads the Newington Nor'easters onto the ice, as does the whole netminder you see there, number 1 in your scorecard, Solmaselli. It looks like Solmaselli is going to be getting the start. Excuse me, Del Greco. Oh, sorry about that, Del Greco. Had the wrong roster in front of me. I apologize. And the Nor'easters got an addition back to their lineup, number 26, Nate Thomas, back from his knee injury. So that's a nice addition to have for the postseason. As Hall, you see them there wearing their black sweaters with the blue Hall down the chest, H-A-L-L, blue numbers, white stripes, black shorts, black socks with blue and white stripes. Newington wearing their gold sweaters with the N on the shoulder, the big N across the chest. Gold and blue, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of white, is it, around the numbers? That's about it, yeah. Blue shorts, gold stripe, gold socks with blue stripes, or blue socks with gold stripes, depending upon your perspective and point of view. All right, the boys are on the ice. Warm-ups have begun, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Again, I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. Nice warm day out here in Connecticut. As the boys finishing up their warm-ups now. So like we said, Newington coming in the defending champs. As you can see the banner high above. See if we can get a better look at that for you. There it is through the mesh, but that's last year's championship banner there for the Newington boys, and they are looking to defend it. I can assure you that they would like nothing more than to be back at Quinnipiac, defending their title in a couple of weeks. And Hall, like we said, it's their second year that they broke apart from the Hall Concord Co-op. Hall Southington Co-op, excuse me. So they are about ready to complete their second year. They had a real nice second-year campaign, did the Hall Titans. So it's the Titans and the Nor'easters. And last time that these two teams got together, ladies and gentlemen, it went to overtime, and Josh Grimm buried the biscuit in overtime for the Nor'easters. So Hall obviously feels they can hang with the Nor'easters. We'll see. I think they're going to see a different Nor'easter team here today. But Hall's a scrappy team. Hall's very tough. Hall does a nice job in their own end. Got a couple of big forwards. I like to lay the lumber into you. Big fan of Hudson Hollander myself. And Owen Miller. This is, I think, the third or fourth time that I've gotten to see Hall this year. I think the fourth time. So pretty familiar with the organization, Newington. They've got a lot of powerhouses, starting with the goaltender. And up front, of course, we mentioned Josh Grimm, and Harrison Ranger, Evan Oliver, Mike Deegan. They've got a lot of forwards that can cause a lot of damage, and a great defensive unit led by number 17, Evan Howard. Gavin Munson's had a nice year. Mason Buckley, very good, powerful defenseman, does a nice job on the blue line. Petronio, of course, does a fantastic job causing havoc up on the offensive zone, and a good penalty killer. So a good team all around here for Newington, and a good team as well for the Hall Titans, as you see them going through their warm-ups here at the Newington Arena. So we play 15-minute stanzas here in high school hockey, ladies and gentlemen. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offside, so the boys can regain the blue line. If there is a penalty and they're shorthanded and they ice the puck, and it is not icing, Unlike youth hockey, and if the game is tied at the end of regulation, it will go to sudden death or sudden life overtime. They'll play 5-on-5 hockey until somebody scores. The CIAC gets it absolutely correct with that. So we'll see if this one perhaps could be headed to sudden death or sudden life overtime, as it did the last 2 times these 2 organizations got together. Just about 3.5 minutes away now from the end of warm-ups. Then we'll have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and then we'll be ready to go here from the Newington Arena, the blue rink. As the boys finishing up their warm-ups now. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank the Newington families for having Solu and the World Sports Broadcasting Network over again this season to be part of the fun. All right. Good opportunity for everybody to finish making that sandwich. Make sure the kids' homeworks are done. Make sure everybody's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Connecticut High School playoff hockey, a conference tournament time here between the Hull Titans and the Newington Nor'easters. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. What a blessing, honor, and privilege it is to be here with you today, ladies and gentlemen. We are now crossed over into March. That means that we can see spring. Spring is now within our grasp, ladies and gentlemen. We're dangerously close. My brother's birthday is on March 27th. Why do I tell you that? I know you're like, that's great, Scott. Great. Thanks a lot. Really happy that you shared that with us. Because I always look at my brother's birthday as, all right, we made it. We're into the nice weather now. We're into spring. Not that this winter was certainly nothing at all. Can't complain. We had that one time when the whole entire country froze over. But besides that, I mean, yeah, we had the kids had a snow day yesterday, though, from school, so that pleased the broadcaster. I love when the kids don't have to go to school. It's a lot easier on mom and dad. A lot less scheduling things to worry about. And both the kids ended up sleeping over their friend's house anyway, so Michelle and I were home without kids. We didn't know what to do. Had to talk to one another. It was odd. We knew exactly what to do. We got ourselves a couple of cocktails, had a nice little dinner. We were going to watch a show. That never happened. And then we fell asleep. Well, it happens when you're pushing 50. This is my final week in my 40s. I'll be 50 next week. So looking forward to that, but I'm very fortunate. I have the chance to do this later in life, I guess we could say. So I'm very, very thankful and very, very blessed. Now we're going to take a small break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined now by our cameraman and co-producer here tonight, Mr. Liam Tompkins. I guess there was an accident on the way in, and he is going to be calling the third period here tonight for everybody, as I'm going to have to skedaddle to make my way down to Bridgeport. So he's here. He's focused on the game, taking notes, mental notes. He's mentally alert at all times. All right, you heard the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. That means the warm-ups are over. We're about ready to get underway here from the Newington Arena. We'll have the starting lineups, the national anthem, and it's game time. All right, the starting lineup for Hall now. Hudson Hollander. Talked about him in the pregame. Like his game. Owen Miller. Talked about him in the pregame. Like his game. And Colin McHugh getting the start. Ethan Del Grego getting the start in between the pipes. Ben Fialkowitz likes to throw the hip check, that young lad. That pleases the broadcaster. Nate Thomas, back from the injury, getting the start. Andrew Stribling, power forward. Mikey Deegan, number 11. Shifty 200-foot centerman. And Josh Grimm, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Wagner, number 29 in goal. All right, our national anthem. Oh my! And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the pregame warm-ups and ceremonies and anthems. This, that, and the other thing. Nothing left to do now but drop the puck and play hockey between the Newington Nor'easters and the Hall Titans. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. I'm here with my cameraman, Mr. Ryan Martin, and co-host will be taking over the third period here today, Mr. Liam Tompkins, as the Southern Division CIAC playoffs about ready to get underway here. The first round of the quarterfinals. Either or, whatever you like to call them. Just about to get underway here. Hall in black, Newington in the home gold sweaters. We're expecting a very good game here today, ladies and gentlemen. At least I am, from both of these organizations. I want to remind everybody, please, once again, share that link, share that link, share that link. Just go to World Sports Broadcasting Network and click on Channel 12, Connecticut Channel 12. I was very pleased when I happened to get Channel 12 accidentally when I requested it. For my man, Mr. Tom Brady, who I still believe is coming out of retirement to play a little bit more with Bill Belichick, a couple of more years, but we'll see what happens. All right, so Deegan getting the start at center ice. Deegan Stribling. And Josh Grimm. Grimm, a tenacious forward. I love his game. And like I always said, he's got that little bit of crazy to him, which pleases the broadcaster. Well, Thomas on D with Ben Fialkowitz, and in between the pipes, Jeremy Wagner. All right, Hall breaks their huddle. Newington breaks their huddle. We're about ready to get underway from the Newington Arena here tonight. Newington in gold, skating from your left to your right. Hall in black, skating from your right to your left. The netminder is Ethan Del Grego. Oh, the Hall Titans. He gets the start here today. All right, the officials confer. Hopefully the officials stay out of the way and let the boys play, especially in a postseason affair. We'll see. I did a game the other night. It was 5-4. The team had the goalie pulled, and we're underway from Newington. And a holding call was called on the team with the goalie pulled in the neutral zone. The guy held the guy for like a split second. and took the fun out of it for everybody. So hopefully these officials stay out of the way and let the boys play as Thomas takes the puck off the boards, lets the shot go. Quick shot, closing up the wickets there. There's the netminder, Del Grego. Quick shot there. All right, Nate Thomas making his return. Suffered a knee injury in the second game of the season. And now he's back out there, so a nice addition to the Newington postseason roster. Getting right out there, too. Getting the start here today for Coach H. As it's sent in by Newington, they'll clear the zone. They're offsides. We're just nicely underway here. 0-0 is the score. As Hall sliding the puck over quickly. Grimm jumps on the loose puck. Grimm down the left wing. Got it in front. Stripling was lurking. Back to the blue line, not out. Bouncing puck pushed aside. Newington. Looks like they're coming out with a lot of energy. Hall coming out of their zone for the first time now. Here comes McHugh. McHugh drops it off. Tried to sidestep the defenseman, getting his leg out there, breaking it up 3-on-2. The other way, here comes Thomas Deegan. Went off sides. Thomas waited for everybody to get back on sides as Thomas slides it across now. Cutting to the cooker, there is Grimm. Grimm behind the net. Grimm trying to get it out in front. Grimm couldn't do so. Nice defensive play there as it's taken away and sent all the way down there by Croce. Croce, a good stay-at-home, strong defenseman. Hall's got a good defensive core and a good goaltender. They're going to need it here today against the mighty Nor'easters, who are the defending champs, and now they are officially into their championship defense as the regular season is over. They went 18-2. Pretty much can't have a better season. Well, I guess you could go 20-0, but 18-2 is pretty darn good when you got the target on your back as your champ, because you know everybody's giving you their best effort every night. Down the right wing now, protecting the puck there is Brandon. Brandon, and we got the first penalty of the night here. That's not a good sign. Tripping is the call. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to respectfully disagree with that call. As Zach Gherkin headed to the sin bin, tripping is the call, but, well, if that's how the game's going to go, it's going to be a long night for the Titans, I'll tell you right now. And no offense to the Titans penalty kill. Newington power play is something to deal with. As Thomas moves up to the right wing here. At center ice is Oliver. And on the left wing is Grimm as it's sent all the way down by Hall. Right on goal, Wagner leaves it. There for Deegan. Wagner telling Deegan, don't pass it. I sort of would like the assist. Perhaps he'd like to get a goal like Olmark did the other night. Linus. Always thought his name was Linus. I was so disappointed to say that it's Linus. Linus is, so much better. You can have him playing the piano and things of that nature, but guess not meant to be. As it's sent all the way around now, Newington getting things going in their own zone. 1.5 minutes left to go on the man advantage. Power play early. Here for Newington on a phantom tripping call, in my opinion. Sent all the way down. On it there is Munson. Munson behind the net. Munson. First pass is on the tape for Oliver. Oliver through the neutral zone. Got it up to Deegan. Deegan down the left wing. Deegan cutting to the middle. Oliver came by to take the puck. Crisscrosses with Grimm. Leaves it for Grimm. Grimm still with it. Grimm circling. Grimm lost the handle on it. Found the handle. Here's Grimm now. Top of the dot. Grimm still with it. Grimm tough angle shot. Goes off the side of the net. Picked up quickly there by Ranger. Harrison Ranger sends it back to the blue line. Deegan over for Ranger. Ranger lets the shot go. That might have been a pass as Munson was cutting. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Newington circling it around back to the blue line now for Deegan. Deegan lets the shot go through traffic. That goes off the backboards. A little bit of pushing and shoving there in front. The wraparound from behind the net. They score! They got the puck down low. And Josh Grimm got to the puck behind the net. And it's a power play goal for Newington. Early and often. The Nor'easters take the lead 1-0. As Grimm got to the rebound, there was a lot of traffic in front. Del Grego was looking for the interference. None coming from the officials. So Grimm on the power play. He is just a good hockey player, that Josh Grimm. Period. Stop. Nothing not to like about that young lad's game. Tenacity and a bit of a mean streak. Down the left wing, sent in there by McHugh. So 1-0 on the power play. The goal by Grimm. On around it goes now. Trying to get it out of Zorzak. So unassisted, they're saying. So somehow the puck ended up behind the net without anybody pushing it there. So Grimm unassisted. Now there's 11:31 left to go here. Icing has occurred. As the faceoff is deep now in the Newington zone. That's a big goal for the Nor'easters. Said they want to come out early and want to take it right to Hall. Last time they defeated Hall here, it was an overtime on the Grimm goal. So Grimm has scored the last 2 goals against the Hall Titans here. Picked up right where he left off in overtime just a couple of short weeks ago. It's dribbling. Pokes it down low. That one gets lofted in the air. Away to center it goes now. Here's Grimm. Grimm one-on-one. Grimm to the outside. Grimm still with it, protecting the puck. Grimm behind the net now, where he scored from already. Grimm let the pass go and laying the lumber into him. Is just sitting on top of him. It's a good defensive maneuver there. By number 8, that's Hudson Hollander. Hollander, a big, strong player himself. I like Hollander's game a lot. Hall trying to get the puck out. I would say it was kept in at the blue line. Nice job there by Bowden to keep the puck in. Goes behind the net, on it there. There's Miller. Miller sending it hard around. And McHugh with it. McHugh trying to hit the home run ball. That's blocked. Nice job there by Bowden to get back and get a chunk of it. As Deegan calls for it down the right wing. Deegan down the right wing. Lowering the shoulder. Cohen rode Deegan into the corner. Stribling came over to help out. Deegan got it in front. Cutting to the cooker was Ranger. Now Ranger backtracks to the blue line. Ranger with it there. Ranger lets the shot go. That just missed on the glove side. Hall trying to get it out along the boards. Can't do so. Kept in. Now they got it down low. Cutting to the cooker there was Brandon. And followed up again now by Oliver. So we see a lot of puck possession and territorial possession here. A big hit there along the boards. As Owen Miller lays the lumber into Brandon. That one eludes Ranger and out to center. That's a hand pass in every form of the word. No hand pass called. A big hit there at center ice. Hall may have gotten away with an interference there. Sent all the way down. Thomas quickly on it. Thomas moves the puck over. Titans. Hollander lost the handle on it. Sent ahead now by Knobloch. Bouncing puck. That's center ice. Bodies collide there. Excuse me. That's Croce, not Knobloch. And it's sent all the way down. Hall looking to reset as they try to go cross ice hard off the boards. Newington had too many Nor'easters on the ice there. I believe it's going to be too many men on the ice. So we're going to see the internationally recognized sign stirring the porridge. Hopefully the ref gives. A lot of refs don't give the internationally recognized sign for too many men on the ice, and it's the best sign to give, too. No, he didn't do it. There was definitely too many men on the Nor'easters as somebody hopped on and they touched the puck right by the bench. So an advantageous power play here for Hall as they look to get the equalizer. Their first power play of the afternoon. As Newington will start deep in their own zone. Leading in to take the faceoff now is Owen Miller. Miller number 10 in your scorecard. Miller, I believe that's Deegan leaning in to take it against him. It was Mikey Deegan. Deegan, a very good penalty killer himself. Behind the net it goes now. On it there, Fialkovich trying to get the puck out. As Grimm back checks and sends it all the way down. Sent ahead now quickly. Finley. Finley over the blue line, sending it behind the net. Thomas gives chase there. Thomas puts the brakes on, sends it hard around, and gets it out for Grimm. Grimm short-handed. He's got help with him. The cavalry arriving as Grimm spins around. Got it down low. Cutting to the cooker there was Deegan. And just off the heel of his skate as Grimm finishes his check behind the net there. Lays the lumber into Finley. Back the other way now, Hall with 1:25 to go. On the man advantage, stepping to the outside. Little bit of room, trying to dance back in front. Can't do so as Thomas sent it all the way down. Here's Grimm now behind the net. Grimm looking to kill off some time as Finley came over for a puck support and on the stick of Miller. Miller, up the right wing it goes, stepping up. Nice play there by Bowden to anticipate where it was going to go. Croce behind his own net, sends it hard around. Quickly on the stick of Owen Miller. Miller trying to come away with it. Miller went right up the gut. Nobody there but Newington players as it ends up wide of the netminder. Though Grego didn't like where it was, so he got it out of harm's way. 8 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. 40 seconds remaining on the Hall power play. As it's sent in, Ranger regains the blue line, goes behind the net. On it there is Cohen. Cohen hounded by Ranger. Ranger causing the turnover. Kept in nicely by Oliver. Oliver dancing down the left wing. Oliver's got Ranger cutting to the cooker. Couldn't get it there. As Hall trying to come out with it. A fantastic penalty kill here by the Nor'easters. Down low, short-handed, pulling the trigger. That just missed as Oliver was all alone for a moment. Oliver and Ranger single-handedly destroying this power play for Hall. As an onside kick there makes its way to the goaltender. 9 seconds left to go here on the man advantage. And the faceoff's going to come deep in the whole zone. All trying to come out with it. Met there by Thomas. Down the right wing they go. That's Fingold. Fingold sends it behind the net. 7:20 left to go. A very good penalty kill there by the Nor'easters. Well, never got set up in his zone. Did not get a shot on goal on that power play. As the forwards really did a great job. Grimm and Harrison, Ranger. And Oliver causing havoc. Dislodging the puck a lot. Behind the net now, Thomas. Thomas sending it hard around. Chasing it down there is Orzak. Orzak tried to get it out, couldn't do so. Now it ends up behind the net for Fialkovitz. Fialkovitz over for Thomas. Nate Thomas. A little bit of trouble getting that one out there. Cross ice pass. That one doesn't connect. Offsides, but they regain the blue line. Under 7 minutes to go now. Here comes Hall. Down the left wing they go. Protecting the puck. Trying to get it back in front there. That was C.J. Cohen. That goes hard around. First on it there. That was Hall sending it behind the net, but Thomas. I think that's what Thomas wanted to do last time, as he sends it all the way down. That's going to certainly be an icing by definition. Well, 6:26 left to go here. In the opening stanza, 1-0 Newington leading the Grimm power play goal. That's all that we've seen here thus far today. When you got a game involving Jeremy Wagner, ladies and gentlemen, it's usually a good idea to take the under as it is. So, of course, I did that on the way over, went on the old FanDuel app. Put a couple of shekels on the under. Hoping the officials keep it 5-on-5 for me. As Hall got to the face-off there, Deegan sending it hard around. Pinching in down the left wing now, McHugh. McHugh trying to get the puck in front, couldn't do so. A battle ensues along the boards, and away comes Newington. Carrying the puck out now is Deegan. Deegan with speed down the right wing. Deegan dancing. Deegan at the goal line. Tough angle shot goes right by the waffle. Just pinching in there was Orzak to keep the puck in. A nice job keeping it in. A can of corn there for the netminder, Del Grego. Under 6 minutes left to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in the opening stanza. 1-0 is your score. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I want to remind everybody we got another one, 7 p.m. tonight. The New Canaan Rams taking on the Fairfield Mustangs down in the Wonderland of Ice in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's 7 p.m. tonight. Fialkovitz has it stop over his stick there, but Thomas gets to it. Thomas pushes it off into the corner. Back to the blue line, hops over the stick and out to center. Tracking it down there quickly is Croce. Croce hard off the boards. Down the left wing they go quickly with it. Now's Campbell. Campbell. Fialkovitz did a nice job staying with it. Campbell got it behind the net. Hall looking to get it in front. Hounded there by Thomas. Thomas 9-irons it out again. I don't think that one's going to make it for icing. As it's sent up right up to Campbell. Campbell quickly through the neutral zone. Here they come. That's Gherkin. Gherkin to the outside. Lets the shot go. Blocked aside by the Nor'easters, and quickly they come away with it. No give and go there. Bouncing puck. Andrew couldn't corral it. Neither could Petronio. Into the corner it goes now. All along, but Hall was changing. Hall's got to be careful not to touch that puck. Smart decision there. Who was that? That was number 5. That was DeBazio. DeBazio hopped over the boards, and if he would have touched it, there would have been too many men on the ice. So a smart play there by DeBazio. Nice touch now for Fingold. Fingold stepping to the outside. Fingold run into there. Nice play by Petronio to take the angle and stay with him and not let him get by. 4.5 minutes left to go now as Stevens backpedals in his own zone. Lofts it ahead. No icing, as they say. A couple of players could have played it. Behind the net it goes now. On it there is David Andrew. Andrew for Newington. Sent it along. That ends up behind the net, and chasing it down there is Munson. Munson trying to get to it. Munson along the boards. And coming back to help out is Grimm. Grimm behind his own net. Grimm getting the Jets going. Grimm over the blue line. Through the neutral zone. Stepping to the inside. Grimm looking to knife his way entirely through. Grimm almost ran the entire gauntlet there as he picked up the puck behind the netminder. Back to the blue line. Fialkovitz lets the shot go through a screen. Poured down. Coming in. Deegan barrels into everybody. Ran right over the whole player, ran right over Grimm, right over the netminder, right over the net itself. Well, that's how you go for the rebound, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey Deegan made a beeline for the puck, and he arrived in ill humor. And he dislodged everybody. First person he hit was Grimm. Grimm giving him the stink eye as Deegan's making his way back over to the bench, too. Deegan saying, well, I don't know what to tell you. The puck was there, pal. These things happen. Not foreign to the product. All right, under 4 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. Newington wins the draw. I don't see Evan Howard out there today. I don't know if he's hurt or hope he's all right. He would certainly have had a couple of shifts by now. Down the right wing, trying to get it in front was Brandon. Brandon, my kind of hockey player. Usually looks the way he does now, covered in snow and pretty much a mess. But I mean that as a compliment. Walking in now, Ranger. Ranger pulling the trigger. Oh, he was trying to go waffle side. As Brandon comes back to get his wand back. Sent ahead from McHugh. McHugh down the left wing. Fialkovitz takes the angle nicely. Fialkovitz lost the handle on it for a moment. Now Ranger has it. 3:16 left to go here in the opening stanza. Bouncing puck. Kicking it ahead. Trying to get to it is Thomas. Thomas almost knifed his way through. And that ends up on the stick of the Hole defenseman who sends it back out to center. Sent back in by Petronio. 3 minutes left to go here in a very fast-paced opening stanza. McHugh with it. McHugh down the right wing. Trying to sidestep the defenseman. Bouncing puck. Chipped away to center ice. It goes, but kept in. I apologize. Finley lets the wrist shot go. That didn't miss by much. So again, we see Hall hanging in there with Newington. Like we said last time these two got together, it went to overtime. So right now, a little bit of a wrestling match going on there between Hollander and Petronio, still going at it. We'll see what the official says here about this one. And both players just looks like they might be headed to the sin bin, or they just headed off the ice. All right, so no call from the official there. I like it. Like to see more of that from the officials. Let the boys settle it. Let the boys play. 5-on-5 is the best hockey. The ref said, you guys want to do that? Knock yourselves out. Hall wins the faceoff with 2.5 left to go. Sent ahead Munson, pushing it forward for Stribling. Stribling run into there by Jared Stevens. Nice stick in the passing lane there by Owen Campbell. Campbell ridden off the play there by Deegan, but down the right wing comes Hall, letting the shot go wide on the glove side of Wagner. 2:10 remaining. Behind the net now, Deegan trying to push it along and ends up behind the net. And tracking it down in the corner there is Vazone. Vazone trying to get the puck out. Does get it out to center. Grim run into there by Finley. As it's picked up by Newington. Deegan. Big hit there by Finley as well. So Finley laying the lumber into anything gold out there right now. Good shift there by Tommy Finley, number 4 in black. Newington with the puck now, trying to go right up the middle. I don't know what's with these 9 irons that Newington's sending out of their own zone. I don't like it. Kicking up now is Stevens. Stevens tried to go hard around. It's taken away by Grimm. Grimm got it out in front. Walking in, pulling the trigger. That just missed. As Oliver had a chance walking in. Grimm got it to him. Just missed high on the glove side. 1:26 left to go. Yeah, Newington's got to stop flicking the puck up in the air right up the middle of the rink. That's not a good idea. I've done it 3 or 4 times here today, and it's going to cost him. Leaning in now is Oliver. And Cole Brandon on right wing. Left wing, I believe that's a Ranger. Trying to see the number on the sleeves there. Thomas is on D, along with Fialkovitz. So 1:26 left to go here. The netminder, a little bit of a gear problem there. Oldest trick in the book. Good way to get your defense. Nice little extra couple of breathers, and team's running around their own end a little bit. That's a good job there by Del Grego. I often had a lot of equipment problems when my defense were out of breath, or I was out of breath, which was much more often the case. Down the right wing now. Fighting through the stick check, trying to cut back to the inside. Couldn't do so as Thomas took it away. Side of the net, Thomas did a nice job protecting the puck. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. The stick shattered. Back the other way now, a 2-on-1. Nice play there without a stick as Croce got back to break it up. Here's Ranger now. Ranger letting the shot go. Just missed on the waffle side as Thomas pinches in. Thomas run over there. Those bodies collide along the boards. All over the blue line, avoiding the broken stick. Drop pass there for Miller. Miller lets the shot go. Deflected just wide as Ranger got the stick on it. Back the other way now, Brandon. Brandon flips it out. And we got a penalty coming up here. I think it's going to be a roughing call. And I believe Oliver. Let's see who the call's on. I was following the puck coming out the center, so I can't. I don't like roughing calls, though, ladies and gentlemen, unless they're after the whistle. Because basically you're saying the kid's playing hockey too roughly. Doesn't really make any sense if you think about it. So a power play for Hall here. And it will be interrupted by the Zamboni. 38 seconds left to go. Here in the opening stanza. So if they do not score in the next 38 seconds, it will carry over. Into the second stanza. Newington shorthanded again. Here comes Grimm. Grimm down the right wing. Grimm with it. Grimm at the dot. Grimm behind the net. Grimm protecting the puck. Grimm circling. Grimm going to take it back out to center. There's kill off time here with 20 seconds left to go. Grimm turning, wheeling, and sending it all the way down. So nice job there by Josh Grimm to kill off a very precious time with 10 seconds left to go. Cleared but not out. Kept in by Grimm. Grimm with 8 seconds. Grimm behind the net. Grimm lays the lumber into him there. Grimm protecting the puck and happy to let the clock run out here on the opening stanza. So your score at the end of one, ladies and gentlemen. The Newington Nor'easters 1 and the Hall Titans 0. We'll be back in a few moments with the first period intermission report. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Thank you so much for joining us. 1-0 at the end of one. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, a little tethered here. There we go. Your first period intermission report here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. A very well played first period. 1-0 is the score. The power play goal by the Grim Reaper himself, Josh Grimm. Buried the biscuit very early on. Ever since then, Hull had a couple of power plays. They're in the midst of one now. They're going to have a power play that carries over to the second period here for another minute and about 32 seconds. They haven't gotten much done on the power play. I'm not even sure if they got a shot on goal. They may have gotten only one shot on goal that period. So a very good performance by Newington, but Hull is still only one shot away, one bounce off a skate, one anything from the game being tied, which is exactly where they want to be. Well, I'm sure they'd rather the game be tied or them with the lead, but still Hull's doing a very nice job hanging with the champs here tonight. So 1-0 is your score. The second period about ready to get underway here. The boys are making their way back on the ice. The Zamboni has finished up doing what Zambonis do. And remember, the second period is Funyun period, ladies and gentlemen. So get that bag of Funyuns. Get whatever the heck they're made out of. Try not to think about it. Some sort of chemical sprinkled with a little bit of onion power. And enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Funyuns, Munchos, Pringles. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Something's going to get you. So enjoy the Funyuns. The second period about ready to get underway here from Newington as I see the officials are back out on the ice now, and we're about ready to get back underway. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. 1-0 is the score. The Nor'easters are in the lead. All right, looks like they took the power play off the board there, but I know that they had one carrying over into the second stanza. The boys about ready to get back on the ice here, ladies and gentlemen, as the second stanza is just about ready to get underway. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day out there. Like I said, a very impressive period for the Nor'easters, but they're still only up 1-0. And as a coach, that's not the comfort zone I'm sure Coach H would like to operate in, but Newington, no stranger, ladies and gentlemen, to close games at all. So I'm sure that they're not panicking in any way, shape, or form. They got two beautiful Zambonis here, so the ice gets done very quickly. As you see the boys from Hall are out of their locker room. See, maybe they get the period started a little bit early here. We'll see. Not sure that we're going to be so lucky. As the refs have got the nets back on the moorings. I guess Hall can't go on the ice till Newington comes out of their locker room. I'm not sure if that's some sort of rule or something. It seems to be. Maybe it's an unwritten rule. You don't step on the other team's ice until they come out on the ice. I don't know. That's above my pay grade and understanding, ladies and gentlemen, as is most of the world. The older I get, the more I find that out. So I want to remind everybody, it's Friday, the 4th episode of the Connecticut Sports Show. Coach Kevin Cunningham of the Norwich Sea Captains. The Sea Captains NA3HL team. They clinched their first playoff berth last week. They're going to be playing the Danbury Hat-Tricks in the first round of the Fraser Cup playoffs. It's really cool how they do it in the NA3HL too. The top 4 teams in each division make it. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. They play a 2 out of 3. Then the winners move on, play a 2 out of 3. And the winners of that advance to St. Louis this year for the Fraser Cup. And then the 2 teams with the highest winning percentage that lose in the final. 1 team, with the highest winning percentage in the finals advances. 6 teams make it. Then they play a round robin. They play 2 games each, or 3 games each. 3 games each, Or maybe it's 2, because it's 6. Yeah, it'd be 2. So they play 2 games each. And then the top 4 teams, maybe it's got to be 3 games. Anyway, and then the top 4 teams make it. And then they have the semifinals and the finals over a course of about 3 or 4 days out in St. Louis. All right, the boys are back out on the ice as Wagner leads the Nor'easters out. And Del Grego leads the Hull Titans out. The Hull just 1 shot away from being tied here. That's the way they got to see it. As Newington, I would say, pretty much dominated that period. A lot of pressure in the Hull zone. Hull had a couple of opportunities, but like I said, I'm not sure if they even had a shot on goal, to be honest with you. If they did, it might have been 1. Or it might have been 1 from a long distance. I could be wrong, but I could be longer at a lot of things. Doesn't stop me from saying them. All right, we're about ready to get underway here as the boys are back on the ice. So it's a power play for Hall for 1 minute and 22 seconds. And I'm going to take you through the second period, ladies and gentlemen, and then Liam Tompkins, excuse me, is going to have the third period call for you as I'm going to be hustling down to Bridgeport. Oh, the New Canaan Fairfield game tonight from the Wonderland of Ice. So I was happy to be able to get here for two, maybe a little bit more if the period goes very quickly again. We'll see. So we play 15-minute stanzas here in high school hockey. And if it's tied at the end of regulation, there will be sudden death or sudden life overtime, depending upon your perspective and point of view. Hall with the power play carrying over from the last stanza for 1 minute and 22 seconds. All right, the second period about ready to get underway here between the Newington Nor'easters and the Hall Titans. Nor'easters lead it 1-0. The power play goal by that man right there, Josh Grimm. As Hall picks up the puck and looks to get to work here. That's Hollander. Carrying the puck through the neutral zone is Hollander. Hollander weaving his way through traffic, looking for room to the outside. Forced wide there by Deegan. Hollander on the backhand. Sends it behind the net. Tracking it down there is Miller. Miller run into there by Fialkovich. Fialkovich, good strong defenseman. Low center of gravity, likes to throw the hip check. Behind the net it goes now for Miller. Miller head up, eyes up. Rolls off the check there. Miller behind the net. Miller sliding it across now. Back to the blue line. It goes a little bit of room. Pulling the trigger through traffic. That one buzzed the tower there. As Hollander let the shot go. But again, Hall cannot get the shot on goal. Excuse me, that was Cohen who let the shot go, not Hollander. I apologize. 25 seconds left to go. Second power play of the night here for Hall as they come down the left wing with it now. Finley. Finley over the blue line. Finley lets the shot go. Wide on the waffle side. Stepping up, getting the chance in front now, letting the one-timer go. A big stop there by Wagner as the puck was rolling on Hollander. He didn't get a lot of it. That one, Wagner slid over to make the stop. So 13:50 left to go here in the opening, in the second stanza, excuse me, I apologize. 12 seconds remaining on the power play for Hall. The Titans with a good opportunity there. As Campbell leans in to take the draw. I got that one in on Wagner, so 2 shots in the early going here for the Titans. Wagner made a couple of nice stops there. Not too hard, but every stop's a nice stop from one goaltender to another. As you got to remember, if it's not a save, it's a goal. That's the life of a goaltender. Sent ahead now, so we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. As released from the sin bin is Oliver. Oliver sends it in. Ranger in on the forecheck. Ranger against Fingold. Ranger behind the net with it now. Ranger trying to get it out in front. Couldn't do so. On it there's Fingold. He sends it all the way out to center. I thought Bowden could have played it there. The ref says he couldn't. I think the Hall faithful might agree with the broadcaster there. Thought for certain he could have played it myself, but perhaps the official, doesn't have anywhere to go this evening. Nothing on the TV that he's interested in. We'd rather be here. Well, the face-off deep in the Hall zone. Maybe it was further away from Bowden than I realized. At the side of the net, dangerously there, poking at it. Cutting in there was David Andrew. Right off the face-off. So Andrew at center ice now. Leans in to take it. Got Zorzak on the left wing. Thomas right behind him with Fialkovich. And chasing it down there's Petronio. Hard around for Hall, but nobody home. Trying to go down and help out is Hollander. Hollander couldn't get it out. Thomas lets the shot go. Waffle save and lie there a little awkwardly. I think that might have got caught up in the waffle there for a moment of Del Grego. Well, it's hard to get things caught in the waffle, but it can happen. I've done it. Sent ahead now. Down the right wing, Miller. Miller with speed. Miller trying to hit the trailer. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Wagner reaching back to make the glove save. As leaning into that one was Zach Gherkin. So a couple of good opportunities here in the early going for the Titans. I think they've had more opportunities here in the first 2.5 minutes than they did the whole first period. So like we said, though, they come out of the locker room, they say, hey, listen, we're only down by a shot. In hockey, that's very close. That one goes up and out of play. 12:39 left to go here in the second stanza. The middle stanza. Shakespeare's favorite stanza, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I remember from college. Got a beautiful piece of paper, though, at home to say that I remember that. Only cost about 60 grand, so I could remember that. That was a double major, too. English and political science. Whoop-de-doo. If I could do it over again, I would never step foot near college. Along the boards it goes now. Keeping it in with the Titans, trying to send it down low. Chipped ahead. Grimm has it hopped over his stick. The clock not moving. Still 12:39 left to go. And the clock still not moving. There it goes. Chance in front now, back to the blue line. Thomas winding, shooting, big flipper save there as Del Grego got the flipper on it. Thomas really leaned into that one. Thomas calls for the puck now. Here comes Thomas getting the Jets going. Thomas out of his own zone. Thomas with speed. Thomas down the right wing. On the backhand, lowers the shoulder. Got it back to the forehand. Back to the blue line. Hops over the stick, slowly rolling towards the goaltender. As Deegan went off the heel of his stick. A 2-on-1 the other way now. Here come the Titans over the blue line, letting the shot go. Waffle save. The rebound is scooped up and pushed aside. To center ice it goes now. Deegan in on the forecheck. A nice job by the Titans, though, as it's poke checked away there by Bowden. Bowden sends it out to center. Hall sends it in deep. Behind the net it goes now. Thomas on it there. Thomas signaling for something, looking for the home run ball. Hit it now. Ranger behind the D. That's that lofting puck right up the middle. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, high risk, but I guess high reward. But as an old goaltender, I don't like it. Along the boards now, trying to get it out, especially with Thomas's skating ability. I'd like to see him just skate it out or make a pass. That's got a high chance of getting picked off with you standing on the goal line still. Picking up the puck now. Pulled down from behind, no call there. As it's sent in. All faithful not happy about that. Into the corner it goes now. Hollander looking to take the puck. Hollander got it down low. Wagner reaching for it, couldn't get to it. Still loose in front. They jab at it. Still loose, and it bounces over to the boards and out. Sent ahead now by Ranger. Tracking it down there is Brandon. Brandon down the right wing. Brandon got it behind the net. Brandon left it for Ranger, but ends up back at the blue line for Munson. Munson couldn't keep the head. Chip ahead now. A 2-on-1 for the Titans. Down the right wing, Hollander. Hollander sliding it over, trying to get it back to Hollander. Wagner handles the bouncing puck, and there'll be no further play. So 10:40 left to go here in the second stanza. Chances at both ends. As the Titans with a couple of odd man rushes here in the second period. Leaning in to take the draw now is David Andrew. That goes behind the net. Titans trying to get it out in front. Nice job by Fialkovich to win that puck. He tries to get it out. That's sent hard along there by Fingold. Again, we see Newington trying to go up the ice with a fluttering puck right up the middle. Sent all the way down for icing. 10:19 left to go here in the second stanza. 1-0 is your score. The goal by Josh Grimm, the face-off deep in the Newington zone to the right of Wagner. That's his waffle side. Catches conventionally, from my perspective. Legendary Darren Pupa would not agree. Kept in by Hall at the blue line. On the left wing, letting the shot go. Tough angle shot. Goes over the waffle side of the netminder, and back out to center it goes. Brought back in by Newington, so it's on sides. It's Thomas on it there. Thomas sends it over for Fialkovich. Fialkovich on it there. Fialkovich got it out up the boards, and Newington looking to reset, dribbling. Pushing it along now for Deegan. Deegan lowering the shoulder. Deegan cutting in. Got it in front. The rebound. Big stop there. Del Grego got the waffle on that. As following it up was Grimm. Big hit there along the boards. Newington sending it back in. They regain the blue line today. Guess the puck is out of play. Well, maybe it hit the netting behind the net there. So 9:39 left to go here in the second stanza. 1-0 it still remains. All applying a lot more pressure here in this second period. Let's see here what the call is. Looks like the refs are going to drop it at center ice, I believe. So center ice, the face-off shall come. Leaning in to take it now is Evan Oliver. Oliver, a very good face-off man, 200-foot centerman. Just the kind of cog you need in a successful wheel of any good team. On it now is Bowden. Bowden hard around for Munson. Munson high off the glass, rolling puck. Don't think it's got enough on it for icing. That one's rolling right towards the goaltender there. Was making a sharp right turn. Rolls out to center. Munson's trying to step up. Munson, nice job to drag the stick there. Munson sends his man flying as Finley was spilled. On it now, Bowden. Bowden sends it right up for Munson. Newington still trying to go right up the middle with that initial pass. Guess that's the game plan. Now Hall trying to catch Newington in a player change. Nice job there by Petronio to jump on it. That's Fialkovitz. Sends it up. Petronio sends it in. That goes off the stick of Gherkin. Gherkin behind the net. Zach Gherkin. As pinching in there was Orzak. Trying to keep the puck in there was Thomas. Thomas with it now. Thomas putting the brakes on. Thomas lost the handle on it. Over the blue line now, offsides, but they get back on sides to the Titans. And picked up now by Thomas. Here comes Nate Thomas now. Thomas up for Zorzak. Zorzak down the left wing. Zorzak, best play in hockey, the old cross corner dump in. On it there's Petronio trying to get it in front. Well, that's a good break out there by Newington. Sent all the way down. I think that's going to roll all the way for icing. So icing is the call with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here. In the second stanza, 1-0. Still is the score. Face off deep in the Hall zone. Back to the blue line it goes. Good clean face-off win there by Deegan. Coach H has got Deegan and Oliver he can send out at any given time. Two phenomenal centermen. Both very good on the face-offs too. So important. On it now is Grimm. Grimm rolls off the boards. Grimm protecting the puck. Grimm fires it over there. Munson did a nice job there to harness his inner Diego Maradona. As he kicked it and kept it in. Grimm kept it in at the blue line. Grimm with room now. Grimm pulls the trigger through traffic. Doesn't get through. And protecting the puck there was Deegan. Deegan looking to send it into the corner. Dribbling and Grimm in on the forecheck. Dribbling. Jousts at it there like a medieval knight. Riding atop a horse as it goes along the boards into the corner. Pinching in there is Deegan. Grimm behind the net. Good bend but don't break defense here by the Hall Titans as they come away with it. Titans down the right wing through the neutral zone. Carrying it out now is Miller. Miller behind the net against Deegan. Miller protects the puck, sends it along for Hollander. Hollander with it. Hollander cycling it back for Miller. Miller tried to get it in front. Cutting to the cooker there was McHugh. Couldn't connect. And a nice job there to not allow that home run ball that Newington's been trying to hit all day. As Hollander went diving to block that pass. Newington certainly looking for that home run ball here tonight. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. Cleared but not out. Kept in at the blue line. Nice job there by DeBazio to send it down low. Bouncing puck now comes loose. The rebound. Wagner reaching for it like a hungry hippo. Chasing after that final wayward marble. That was the netminder Stretch Wagner as he was using all 6'3" of his frame there to go get it. 1-0 is your score. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the second stanza. As the faceoff's won by Newington. Ranger out on the forecheck. Oliver on the puck there to Fialkovitz. Fialkovitz tried to get it up for Brandon. Chipped ahead now. Ranger, if he can get to it, he's got a 2-on-1. Couldn't do so as Croce. He made a nice play. Croce puts the brakes on. Ranger stayed with him. Bouncing puck comes away to center. On it there is Thomas. Thomas sending it in hard off the boards. And on the forecheck there was Oliver. Oliver lays the lumber into him, trying to come away with it. Oliver, tough angle shot. Lets the shot go. Del Grego had no problem with that. So 6 minutes, 3 seconds left to go here in the second stanza. 1-0 is your score. The goal by Grimm in the very early going, and that's exactly where we stand. Once again, we see Hall giving Newington all they can handle. The last time these two got together, it went to overtime, so Thought Newington was going to try and run them out of the building. They scored on the first shift. It looked like that might be happening, but Hall, just a tough team to handle. Like I said, they're very good in their own zone, very good defensively, and a good goaltender. That spells you're going to be in the game. Chipped ahead there, standing up at the blue line. A nice job there keeping the puck in. Nice C.J. Cohen as he stopped the forward progress there of Harrison Ranger. That pleases the coaching staff of the Hall Titans, as well it should. Nice play there by C.J. Cohen. Face off deep now in the Newington zone. Leaning in to take it is Finley. Finley against, I believe that's Deegan. Deegan again, a clean face-off win. Deegan and Oliver, just face-off artists. And it's so important to get that puck possession. Fialkovitz trying to go right up the middle again. I don't mean that again for him personally. I mean Newington. Well, I guess that's in the plans. I would trust Coach H more than me, that's for certain. But I'm just an old goalie, so I don't like it. Behind the net now, Fialkovitz. Lost the handle on it. Bodies collide there. Titans got it out in front, doing battle. They score! They won the puck at the side of the net, got it back out in front. And Wagner was left out to dry there as the Titans bury the biscuit and get on the board. Ben Gherkin, number 21, with a nice move down low. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here in the second stanza. The Titans have battled back to tie the affair. Well, they've had Newington on their heels a little bit here in the second period, and now they've tied it up. A big goal there by Gherkin. Face off at center ice, and we are back underway. 5:12 left to go. Now we see the Titans just flicking it up the middle of the ice. Must be the thing to do tonight. Not sure when that became in vogue. Behind the net it goes now. Pinching in there was Munson. Hops over his stick. No icing. All the way down now. Bowden on it. Bowden trying to send it hard around. McHugh ended up with it. McHugh tried to get it back in front there for Miller. Back through the neutral zone. Zorzak dumps it into the corner. Matronio on it there. Matronio doing battle to keep the puck in. And the Titans come away with it with 4.5 left to go. Again, another bouncing puck right up the middle. Must be me. I must be behind the times. What else is new? Offsides is the call there at the blue line. It's a good call there by the official. I think the officials have done a good job here tonight. Thought we were going to see a bunch of penalties, so a penalty on the first shift. And things have calmed down pretty much as the Hall's 0 for 2 on the power play. Newington 1 for 1. And leaning in now to take the draw is Evan Oliver. Oliver out there with Ranger. And Cole Brandon on the right wing. Fialkovitz and Thomas on defense. Quickly now, Ranger pulled down at center ice. Oh, that one made it a little bit too easy for the officials. Oh, Oliver wants to walk away here. Don't want to give up the power play that you just got. I think Ranger realizes that. And that one was a little bit too easy. The ref had to call that one as Ranger was going by and tugged at. So headed to the sin bin. And his big number 14, Declan Stone. Power play opportunity here for Newington. Their second of the afternoon. They're 1 for 1. With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the second period. So this is a big power play here for the Nor'easters as they win the draw and go to work. Right back now, Deegan. Deegan sliding it over. Ranger looked to pull the trigger. Got it back. Ranger pulled the trigger the second time. Went just wide. Bouncing puck. Back to the blue line, winding, shooting, releasing the howitzer there was Deegan. They went off the boards and sent all the way down. So good puck movement there by the Nor'easters, but just couldn't get the puck through to the net as they won the faceoff. Here's Thomas now. Thomas sending it up ahead neatly to Ranger. Ranger over the blue line. Ranger got it back. Ranger left it for Thomas and went and got it. Ranger got Thomas at the blue line, sending it behind the net for Grimm. Grimm back in front, deflected, rebound, doing the splits is Del Grego. It lies right on the goal line. As Oliver came cutting through, Grimm made the pass. What a stop there by the netminder Ethan Del Grego. As he was post to post there. Well, it's good to be young, ladies and gentlemen. If I tried that maneuver, I'd be out a week to 10 days, I tell you that. And the first 4 or 5 would just be so my feelings could get over it. I used to be able to do that many moons and many pounds ago. What a stop there by Del Grego. Great puck movement by the Nor'easters. Nor'easters' power play is very impressive. And this is what we talked about. Hall's got to stay out of the box. Newington's power play is trouble. Won the faceoff, but it's gotten out by Hall. Still a minute left to go. On the man advantage as Wagner leaves it for Thomas. Thomas behind his own net now. Thomas coming out with it. Tape-to-tape pass there. Down the right wing goes Deegan. Deegan over the blue line at the dot. Deegan with room, sliding it across. That's for Oliver. Ranger, excuse me. Ranger peels back. Settles things down. Sends it down low for Grimm. Grimm cycling with Ranger. Grimm protecting the puck. Grimm at the blue line. Grimm slid it over. Now it's slid back to Ranger. Ranger got a man cutting back door, but it was knocked away there by Ben Gherkin and sent all the way down. Oh, Newington was setting up for the back door, and it was open there for a split second. But the Titans thwarted that effort. Nice outlet pass now. Ranger down the left wing with speed. Ranger's got help. Ranger slid it over. Grimm. Grimm tried to hit the trailer there. Petronio cutting down the left wing. Now Petronio with it. Petronio waiting for the cavalry to arrive at the front of the net. 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage, and covering it there is the netminder Del Grego. So just 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Well, 11 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 2:26 to go here in the period. So Newington still with time to win the faceoff and set up here. It all starts with the faceoff, ladies and gentlemen. As out there now is Andrew. He leans in to take the draw out there with Petronio. And looks like I think that is Thomas Quirk on right wing. And it's bouncing out to center. Knocked back by Bowden. Bowden for Andrew. Andrew tried to send it up. A big hit there. Oh, and the Titans are going to go right back to being shorthanded. They just killed off the power play. Cohen hit the man in the numbers. The ref's got to call it. So the Titans are going to finish the last 4 minutes of the second period shorthanded. As Newington is headed now to their third power play. They're 1 for 2 thus far on the afternoon, but this is back-to-back belly-to-belly power plays here. So this is like a 4-minute power play essentially, as Hall had just killed off the penalty just moments before they took this one. So once again, the penalty killers are tasked with stopping the vaunted Nor'easters power play here. Del Grego already made one amazing save on the last power play. We'll see if he's busy again on this one as the puck comes out to center ice. Knocked down by Stribling. Stribling sends it back for Bowden. Bowden over the blue line. Bowden stepping to the right. Bowden drops it off for Munson. Munson sliding it over for Stribling. Stribling at the blue line. Stribling couldn't get the shot through, but ended up on a stick of Munson. Munson got it down low. Bowden in the corner. He sends it down low. Tracking it down there was David Andrew. Cleared and out to center it goes. A foot race now. Trying to get to it shorthanded. There is Miller. Miller the first on it behind the net. Miller against Stribling. Miller protecting the puck. Miller had a man in front for a moment. Taken away. A nice play there by Munson to come away with it. Here comes Munson now. Munson with speed. A minute 15 to go in the man advantage. A minute 25 to go here in the stanza. Behind the net it goes now. Titans on it there. Titans trying to clear it. Can't do so. Didn't get out on the first effort, but now they get it out. And out to center it goes. It's knocked down by Newington. Sending it ahead down the left wing. Goes Deegan. Deegan retreats back to center ice. Deegan getting the Jets going. Sent in by Oliver. Deegan will give chase. Behind the net it goes now, trying to get it out. Thomas couldn't keep it in. That one ends up at center ice as Grimm settles it down. So far this Nor'easter power play has not gotten much going. As Grimm carries it over the blue line. Grimm down the left wing, lost the handle on it. Puck support coming there by Deegan. 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 45 to go in the period. Nor'easters trying to get it back to the blue line. Pinching in there, Ranger and Deegan. Grimm walks away with it. Grimm walking right out in front, bouncing puck. And it's blown dead. I'm not exactly sure why the play was blown dead. I saw the puck loose the whole time, but very interesting whistle there. As Grimm took it right to the cooker. Maybe the ref lost sight of it, but we'll give the ref the benefit of the doubt on that one. I think he did just lose sight of it, so he blew it dead. So the face-off deep in the whole zone, leaning in to take it now is Evan Oliver. Oliver wins the draw cleanly back for Thomas. Nice face-off win. Thomas for Deegan. Deegan for Ranger. Ranger lost the handle on it, trying to get it back. Deegan over to help out. Tried to get it down to Ranger. Couldn't do so, and a nice job there by the Titans to send it all the way down. So that's going to do it. The Titans have killed off 4 minutes of power play time here in the second period. Up ahead now. Stepping to the outside, Oliver. Oliver dropping it. Grimm pulling the trigger. Big stop by Del Grego with 9 seconds left to go. As the best opportunity on the second power play came just as it was expiring. A nice rush there as they dropped it for Grimm. Grimm let the shot go. But the netminder, Ethan Del Grego, top of his crease, square to the shooter, leaving his line looking a lot like Shep Messing back in the day. 1-1 is your score. 9 seconds left to go here in the second period. All trying to make a player change, but denied. All certainly would like to win this face-off and get to the end of the stanza, but not meant to be. Letting the shot go! They score! Mikey Deegan with just 5 seconds left to go in the period. An absolutely huge goal there for Newington. A clean face-off win. We've talked about it all season and all 2-3 seasons long. That one by Oliver right back to Deegan. Deegan threw it to the cooker. And with just 5 seconds left to go here in the stanza, the Nor'easters take the lead 2-1. Not sure what's going on over here. Everybody meeting at the official. It's definitely a goal. Looks like he's opening the penalty box door to the Hall penalty box. And Grimm's heading in, so maybe Grimm got mixed up with one of the Hall players during the celebration. Not quite sure exactly. But Grimm's in the sin bin. Let's see if anybody's in for the Titans here. He definitely opened the Titans penalty box door, but I think that was just a talk. So did Grimm get 2 minutes on sportsmanlike conduct? Or something of that ilk? Excessive celebration? Or Well, 5 seconds left to go. Deegan just gave the Nor'easters the lead here. Or got the lead back, I should say. A huge goal. It looks like Hall's going to have a power play. Carrying over into the next stanza. 2-1 is your score. The refs trying to sort things out. It looks like Grimm must have done something during the celebration, or a little bit excessive or unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure, because it was certainly after the play, because it was a 5-on-5 goal. So the Titans are going to start the third period on a power play for 1 minute and 55 seconds. Unless they score here in the next 5 seconds, which would really be surprising. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So that's going to do it as the period comes to a close. And your score at the end of 2, a little bit of chaos there at the end. I think one of the Hall players a little bit shooken up in the corner. Hopefully he's all right. So your score at the end of 2, ladies and gentlemen, the Newington Nor'easters 2, the Hall Titans 1. Well, my man, Mr. Liam Tompkins, is going to take you the rest of the way. I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. Hope you enjoy the rest of the affair. It's been a good one thus far. 2-1 is your score. And remember, 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to have the New Canaan Rams versus the Fairfield Mustangs. So Liam's going to take you home the rest of the way. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the affair, ladies and gentlemen. You got this. I'll listen. I'll change the score. I'll do it on the phone. you
See you in
a little bit?
4 hours or an hour,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, just make sure you grab everything, please. But you did it this time, so I'm not worried.
Okay.
Oh, really? Where are you going now?
Bridgeport.
Oh, okay. Cold is no good for him.
I have such bad Wi-Fi in here.
I know it's terrible.
about to say. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to WSBN Sports Network. I'm filling in for Scotty here. We got third period coming up. Great action as Hull's taking on Newington. 2-1 game, Newington up. We got a power play coming up. About 2 minutes, it just started. Not really sure what the call was. There was a little bit of confusion on the rink there. But the boys are definitely ready to get back on the rink here, cause some havoc. Very exciting stuff, and can't wait to see what happens. We'll see you in the postgame. Third period action just about to start here. Got two teams really hungry for a win here. Hungry is definitely the right word for Hall. Even against their close games against Conard, they never truly gave up. Always, believe they forced an overtime in one of the games that me and Scotty called. Very hard-nosed team. It's hard to score against them. Great defense. What they lack in offense, they definitely make back in heart and grit. Looks like it's about that time. The puck is dropped, and it looks like it'll be Newington to start off this third period. Good hit there. That was Mike Deegan with the hit. Looks like No Blotch making a move there, trying to get in. Slap shot there. Oh, it goes in. Wow. I'm not sure if it was off the bounce there. It was just a slap shot, but tremendous goal there to tie the game. And just like that, we're knotted up 2-2. And if you're a betting man and you bet on that over 4 goals a game, might be a little bit of a stress here. Looks like it'll be Owen Miller on the face-off for Hall. And taken by the Titans. Here comes CJ Cohen. Newington just try to get it out of their own area at this point. Got numbers if they hurry. Oh, nearly a, wow, very close right there. That was Evan Oliver with the close call. Not sure if it was the save by the goalie or just off. Here comes Owen Miller trying to make a move, clearing it out. Still in Newington possession. Off the board. Jared Stevens taking it there, dishing it off to Harry Feingold. Feingold trying to do something. And Newington again with this bend don't break, as Scotty said, that type of defense. It's been working decently well for them, albeit with the goal we just saw moments ago to tie up the game. But definitely not time to hit the panic button yet if you're either Hall or Newington. Speaking of, oh, tough shot there. Great save by the goalie. That was Josh Grimm, the Grim Reaper, as Scotty likes to call him, with the shot there, and icing will be called. Thrilling game thus far. We got 12 minutes, 41 seconds in the third period. Thank you guys for joining WSBN. Yet another classic game on our hands here. Face-off's going to go back to Newington here. But look at that fight. Hall's always there. Good hit there against the boards. A little bit of a fight to the puck there, taken by Zach Gherkin on Hall. Charles Cross trying to push somebody into the boards there. Not successful. Got some wrestling here on the boards. Nor'easters get it. Oh, great shot there. I believe that was Mark Nobloch there. We have yet another face-off here in this contest. Was able to come up with that. Oh, great save again by this goalie. My goodness. He's having some close calls here. Nice little push there. And Hall's got numbers if they hurry. Looks like Hudson Hollander trying to get it behind the net. Some grab in there, but nothing the refs will call. Letting the boys play today. Big scuffle there. It looks like Newington's back. Look out. Here comes Harrison Ranger, just missing. And now Hall has an advantage if they hurry here. Trying to make something happen, going down the middle. And it's taken by the Nor'easters. See what they can do here. Here's Harrison Ranger. Piero Nero looked like he was just skating in circles there, untouched. Some more pushing and shoving by both teams here. Really chippy game thus far. We've seen our fair share of hits. Oh, close shot there. My goodness, Gavin Munson, I believe that was. Almost floated right over the goalie's hand there. And icing will be called. Face-off will be won by Hall with the Nor'easters just putting it back, trying to reset here. Oh, wow. That was Will McCann with the opportunity to get the shot there. Great save once again by the Hall goaltender. Excuse me. Get another face-off. Hall would take this one with some fighting. And it looks like the Nor'easters are going to reset. Hall takes it back. That was Zach Gherkin with the takeaway there. Nice little poke check. Shoots it there, out of play. Some substitutions here for the Nor'easters. So we're getting Evan Oliver in, and Harrison Rangers was already in, making his name known, absolutely. Had some close opportunities tonight. Here comes Hall after a huge hit. I'm not sure who that was, but that had to have hurt. There's the poke away there by Cole Brandon. Dishing it off to a teammate. Oh, with this shot, close one there. Just missing. It was Nate Thomas with the putback there. Trying to get it inside, taken by Hall. Hall can have numbers if they hurry. Nice move there. Just missed. That was Ben Gherkin with the shot there. Beautiful. That was an absolute beauty. Another substitution there. The people showing their dismay for the officiating here. Routine save there. Take it back. Oh my goodness, that was Jack Petronio. Oh, and we got some extracurricular right there. Trying to settle things down here. Not sure if any penalties are going to be assessed here. Looks like they're just going to let them fight it out there. Oh, I guess you have a Nor'easter player in the box. Only the Nor'easters are in the box. Didn't go both ways there. That was number 18, Tanner Jorzak, I believe. The 2-minute in the box, and we'll see a Hall power play for the next two. Tie game here, 8 minutes and 30 seconds here on WSBN. Another great game. Oh, it looks like got tripped up there, yeah. I'm not sure if he was tripped or not tripped, but the ref obviously saying that Josh Grimm got tripped there. And we'll see a Hall player in the penalty box now. Even 4-on-4 hockey here for about a minute 55. We'll have 5 seconds of a Newington power play. Puck is dropped. Hall's going to have the initial possession here. Oof. Pass just far there. A little bit too much on it from Charles Cross. And yet again, we'll have another face-off. Puck's dropped. Hall just clearing it. It's getting chased down here by Ethan Lindquist. Gets it over to Nate Thomas. Hall takes control. Player falls there. And Newington gets it back just like that. It's like Josh Grimm taking it there. Taking a big hit. Both kids go down there. That was just some good old-fashioned contact right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hall's going to have a shot here. Going behind the net. Trying to get to the corner. Jumped on. Jeremy Wagner. Set a time here and timeout on this network. Great goalie here in the state of Connecticut. Jeremy Wagner. One of the best. Another face-off here taken by the Nor'easters. Off the board, trying to get it to Harrison Ranger. Take it away from the goalie. Second attempt there, no good. And it got cleared out. We will have icing as the call. Puck dropped here. Taken in by Harrison Ranger. Ranger gets it over to Gavin Munson. Back to Ranger, and they're going to have to get it. Everyone has to get back to avoid offsides there. Tough shot there. Great save once again by this goalie. Not wanting to lose this game, obviously. Big game for both teams. There's Ranger just missing. Tremendous defense right here being played by the goalie. Keeping everything out of the net. See if we can have a little run here with the last of 4v4 hockey. About 5 seconds left until we get a Nor'easter back on the rink. Nice move there. CJ Cohen on Hall. Couldn't get it done. Here's Jack Pito Nero. Getting knocked over. Hall Titans clear it once again. And the boys in Nor'easter have to get back on side. Or Newington, excuse me. Off the board there. Goes back to Newington. Here comes the Grim Reaper. Somehow didn't get in. Great save once again by this goaltender. Having himself a heck of a night. Still got 5:50 left in this game. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Clean slate. A little delay here for a substitution. Looks like they're ready to play. Newington trying to get it in here. Gives it to Mike Deegan. Taking it around. There's Andrew Stribling trying to get it in as well with the shot, but getting ricocheted by another player. Deegan trying to get it out to Grimm, I believe it was. Andrew Stribling. That was Ben Fikalekowicz. Not sure how to pronounce that last name, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, but great shot there. Just taken by the goalie once again. Great defense. Here's Harrison Ranger trying to get something here. Swooping in, trying to get the puck. That seemed like an offsides, but no call by the referees here. Could have easily went the other way there. Interesting call. Got some more wrestling against the boards here. And we'll be taking another clear out, actually. Trying to see if the Grim Reaper, Cole Brandon, I think that is. Great hit by Hall to disrupt that. Another one right there. Hall Titans are laying the boom. Say anything you want about them, but they are definitely being felt here. Some physical hockey being played. And here comes Newington back trying to get it again. Jack Peter Nero. Trying to get in there. Bounced off a Hall stick right there. Luckily, Newington gets it back here. Here comes something. Oof. Tough shot once again. I believe that's Josh Grimm. You hear his name a lot whenever you see Newington play. And here's Grimm trying to get something here with the shot. No good. Newington's had pretty decent possession of the puck throughout this, at least the first period, but now it's been a little closer. Once again, it seems that they're trying to get back into that controlling power that they need. The shot there went long. I was talking by Nate Thomas. Oh, wow. And there's Mike Deegan with another close shot, but we just can't get it to fall here. Many, many opportunities. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Seemed we had a little bit of a standstill, but Newington striking a lot more shots on goal than Hall, I think it's safe to say, in this one. But don't knock Hall. They're out here. They're hitting. They're being gritty. Hard-nosed hockey right now. Absolutely not out of this game. Tough shot there. With yet another great save. I feel like I've been saying this the whole time this period. No goal on those 3 shots right there. I believe that was Cole Brandon, I'd like to say. I can't see the number that well. Excuse me, my vision isn't great. But, wow, that was, I believe he had 2 opportunities to get it in there. One off the bounce of the goalie and the other one saved by the goalie. Held on to. And we'll have another face-off. Quite the entertaining game we got thus far. There was Cole Brandon wrestling for the puck. Taken back by Hall. Hall trying to run it here. There's Cole Brandon swooping in with the poke check. Oh, wow. Almost had an opportunity to shoot it, but decided not to. Got clocked against the wall there. And it was taken momentarily for Harrison Ranger. Ranger gets it back. Trying to find a teammate. Gets past Gavin Munson. Taken by Josh Boyden. And Hall gets it back once again. Owen Miller with the swoop that time. Hard hit against the glass. Puck still out. Newington gets it back. And here's Andrew Stribling with a great pass over to Josh Grimm, but Josh Grimm couldn't handle it. Oh, man. That could have been a highlight play right there. Grimm does get it back, although. Swoops it against the back. Newington still with possession. Until now. Here comes Hall. Nothing will happen there. Hall needs this past, I'd like to say 15 minutes of this period just, oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Great save by Jeremy Wagner, excuse me. One of the best the state has to offer. Another great save from him. 1:19 here left. Hall's going to come up with the face-off for a second there, taken by Newington. Tough hit there by Evan Oliver. Away from the play. Hall still does have it, although. Goes behind the net, taken back by Newington. Newington going to try to make a nice pass there. It gets there. It's Harrison Ranger once again. Trying to get to the goal. Passing it down the middle. No success there. And an icing. It's Owen Campbell right there. Not sure. Yeah, that was a little bit of a head-scratching play there. Just giving them the puck back in their zone. Not even trying to do anything with it, but maybe there's a reason I'm commentating and they're on the ice. Here comes the drop. 40 seconds left. Newington will get it. Puck's been free. Hit out of play there, it looks like. When Hall had the chance, they just can't seem to get it done here, at least in this period. Some substitutions here. Stoppage of play here. One of the sides took a timeout here to talk things over the last 24 seconds. Both very good teams here, playing in a great game. Say this is definitely what people expected on this one. Saw your great share of defense, even your offense here, 2-2 game. And maybe even some free hockey if we go through these 24 seconds without a goal. Crowd making some noise here, trying to get their boys in it. Looks like we'll have one last face-off before the end of regulation. The puck is dropped. Here comes Newington. They're going to have a chance here. Andrew Stribling taking it out. And he gets it in! Mike Deegan! Unbelievable, 14 seconds left. And he scores! Newington takes the lead 3-2. Unbelievable. Mike Deegan's got to be on top of the world right now after that one, ladies and gentlemen. Thrilling play right there, my goodness. I did speak too soon when I said that. 24 seconds, and they got it in 10. Unbelievable. And it looks like Hall's going to have 14 seconds here to try to win this game, or tie this game, excuse me. Wow. Here comes Hall. Shot's going to get bounced back. Newington almost with an empty net goal there. Just missing. And it will leave us with 3 seconds here in this contest. Oh, man. What a goal there by Mike Deegan. Putting the team on his back. Clutch factor at 1,000,000 there. And he shows up. Final 3 seconds here. A little bit of stall in there. Puck's dropped. Newington's just going to get it out of there. And just like that, the Newington Nor'easters in a miraculous ending with 15 seconds left. Thanks to Mike Deegan, will win this game 3-2. Thank you all for watching. Straight from WSBN, another classic game here. Got to give the player of the game to Mike Deegan just with that last second goal. You had Grimm going out there scoring. I believe he scored once. And Wow. Mike Deegan. What else can you say about it? We were definitely treated to a good one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And from WSBN, excuse me. Good night and thank you.